Our industry is changing. We are moving from the traditional telco to the digital telco. It's becoming much more dynamic. In the traditional telco ecosystem, the role of business assurance was very important. Revenue assurance, fraud management were critical for the customer satisfaction, for receiving all the revenues, to ensure that everything is running smoothly. When we are becoming digital providers, it's even more important. Everything is much more dynamic. There are much more possibilities for problems. We need to be able to ensure that everything is working perfectly. But there is a challenge. In the traditional telco, we relied on experts. The experts put their knowledge about all the services into our systems, and then we used that knowledge to ensure that everything was working fine. This approach is not enough for the digital ecosystem in which new services came up each moment. We need some new approach. This is exactly what our champions, British Telecom, Deutsche Telekom, Telia and Orange, told us at the beginning of this catalyst. We need a solution how we can ensure this new ecosystem, digital ecosystem, with the methodologies, with new methodologies for revenue assurance and fraud management. So a very good team of vendors, WeDo, Subex, Brightlight and Amdocs, started working on this problem. We realized that the best approach would be to adopt and adapt techniques from AI, from machine learning and from big data analytics to solve this. We started looking at this problem, we started looking at the typical customer journey and see how we can adopt these techniques to help in this journey.
Hello, in this catalyst we have created Pulse customer journey by ordering a smart home service, and we are using artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques to control the ordering of the service, the usage of the service, and also customer experience. From the point of view of ordering the service, we are controlling the ID authentication. That is, we need to make sure that Paul really is who he says he is. We are using credit score techniques, so we are crawling the web and the social media accounts to try to find if Paul deserves the credit score. And then we are also using and analyzing internal fraud prevention. So we need to check if there are employees which are using credentials from other employees, and also provisioning failures. That is, when the order is done, we need to ensure that everything is going okay and not having problems. And we do this using machine learning and using behavior analysis. We also analyze the usage of the service, and through behavior analysis, we try to control the impersonation prevention. That is, we need to make sure that the client that is using the service is really that client.
Once Paul starts using the network, and once the smart home is provisioned, the customer experience becomes the most critical factor. That's where we have two different use cases. One is getting the customer feedback from Paul using social media and the voice channels and the customer support emails back to the department by linking different topics that Paul is discussing, and also different sentiments that are surrounding these customers such as Paul. The second use case is on the fraud management, wherein there are multiple partners that would enable smart home as a service, and there could be different partners who are playing in the ecosystem who might try to commit a fraud. So that is where machine learning would come into play, because these are not usual fraudsters. These have significant algorithms to bypass the rules. So this is where machine learning would come in to figure out frauds or to figure out partners who are committing fraud, and to detect them really quick and also with a high accuracy.
Orange is pleased to participate in such a catalyst with such a wonderful team. So in this catalyst, Orange has provided several use cases to be solved with the support of new technologies such as AI, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics. In the customer-centric and digital transformation and omni-channel, it is important to consider revenue assurance with these new technologies.